What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another
What's
episode
up?
of All Things Super. I am one of your hosts, Spider. I am joined by Mr. VIP Frankie Washington. How you doing, sir?
If I told you, you would know. So I don't know.
That's the way statements work.
I thought the same thing, but you know, I think I fell into this thing that I have to tell you. I am awesome. Thank you for asking. But how are you doing?
I am doing great. I would hope
Some
that you
people don't believe it. Say
I
don't
would
believe
hope,
it.
but I would hope that you would tell me since I'm asking you. So, I mean, I don't want you to feel like you are obligated to tell me, like you have to tell me, but I do appreciate the fact that you are willing to tell me how you are since I did ask.
The thing about it is I'm not lying on it though. I'm like,
True.
I'm really...
Well, I mean, has anybody ever accused you of lying about it?
No, but they're like, that might be too much. It might be too much from like, dude, I'm just trying to have my bagel. Like, and here you come with your awesome ass, you know, and then they may feel some type of way.
Well,
and if they do, I highly encourage that they go seek counseling because clearly something's going on.
So
you can't deny.
You got bigger problems if you're upset because somebody else is awesome.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is that doesn't take away from your awesomeness. You're awesome too in your own way, and you can be awesome every time someone asks you if you're awesome, or just volunteer like I do. You may be too much, but you ask, and so I tell, and I no lie. I'm awesome.
But you want to know what makes you? You want to know, viewers, listeners out there, what makes you awesome? What makes you awesome is that you are here with us, watching and listening to what?
It also makes you awesome if you hit the like button and the subscribe button to get this awesome content that we bring to you every time we're on the screen.
100%
That's
facts.
Awesome too.
100% facts. Yeah. But if you're not familiar with what All Things Super is, we take a piece of movie. I feel like I hear myself. What? I don't know if I'm too loud. Nothing at all.
They love this unscripted show, by the way. I want you to know this. This is awesome how we get it done. Because we want you to know that, listen, whoever's going to be a fan of you is going to be a fan of you. And I hope you guys are fans of us because we're crazy.
Oh, we are crazy. We're getting real sentimental in this episode.
I cried twice. Like, well, not, they didn't roll down my face. They rolled on the inside. So the tear duct.
Internal tears.
Internal tears is a word I would have used if I would have thought of it before you said it.
But if you're not familiar with All Things Super, every week we take a piece of super-powered movie, TV, and even trailers. We watch them, we react to them, we break them down, we review them, and we ask the question, is it super? And we're going to find that out when we watch this trailer for this new movie that's coming out next year called Dungeons and Dragons. Nothing. I'm losing my mind.
The Dungeons and Dragons. Good dude. This is not any title. This is not something that just popped out of
it. Doesn't say The Dungeons and Dragons. It just says Dungeons and Dragons.
Nope. The title are back. Right. That's what I meant. I meant the definitive Dungeons and Dragons without the D is silent. So silent they didn't even write it in.
So silent they didn't even put it in.
They didn't even write it. It's invisible and silent and should not even be referenced. That's how good it is. So Dungeons and Dragons, not the one, but this one, is a long time coming. I've never seen the adaptation of a Dungeons and Dragons name franchise. I've seen the video games, and there are what do you call them? Dungeons and Dragons that played with the dice and the
tabletop game.
The tabletop game, right? Yeah. But I've never seen a live action version of it. D&D, Dungeons and Dragons for sure. For those who do D&D, this is us. This is our stuff right here. This is what we want to see a lot of, because they've been doing the superheroes to death. We want to know, can we get a good fantasy world, ogres? This is princesses. This is archery, like Robin Hood. This is the storyline. This is
Right. Because, I mean, of course, you got the different classes. You got your bards, you got your rogues, you got your wizards, you got your warlocks, you got your,
of
like you said, your
course.
archers. And what I'm interested
You got
to
your
see,
elves,
right?
water
Your
monsters,
elves, your half-borns, like
your
you said, your
drunken
orcs and
hobbits.
dragonborns. But what I'm interested to see is how they
Excuse
will,
me.
or if they will, interpret the dice roll, because the dice roll is a big part of your Dungeons and Dragons playthrough, because you have
Ooh.
you have your skill sheets. For those who are not familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, you create your character, you have your skill sheet.
For those who don't understand Dungeons and Dragons, we're gonna spoil it for you. So there's your spoiler warning.
Okay,
We'll teach you how to play a game that you don't know anything about.
spoiler warning
You're
for how to play
welcome.
Dungeons and Dragons. But you create your character, you have your skill sheet, you roll for your stats, and basically when you're getting through any type of situation, whether it's a fight or whether you're doing investigating or you're just trying to gain some knowledge about a specific item or anything like that, you have to roll for it. You have to roll a d4, d6, d20, whatever. And based on how you roll will determine how well you do. So
So fun.
to bring that into a live action actual story, because obviously these are adults and they're in this fantasy world from what it looks like, is it going to be, because you think about Jumanji, the new
I was wondering if you were going to go
Jumanji.
there with this one.
Yeah, so you have a group of kids who gets transported into a video game, and so now they're playing as adults. So they're performing video game actions inside of the real world. What is so it seems. So I don't know if
Jumanji world.
right, the real Jumanji world. So I don't know if this is going to be based off of people who are playing a tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, and this is sort of a live action adaptation of what they're doing. So if we're going to be going back and forth in between like the real world and then the fantasy world and
I
this
hope
adaptation
not.
of it.
I hope
Right.
not. That undercuts it.
Yeah, or this will
In my
actually be,
opinion.
yeah. Or if this will actually just be a story based in the world, because there are actual like guides for Dungeons and Dragons players that explain the different types of monsters, the different locations, and the abilities of the different classes and everything like that. So there is a world built within Dungeons and Dragons, and then people, the dungeon masters or the game masters, they adapt it to their own storylines. So I don't know. It's just the questions that we have going into this.
This
Yeah.
is an opportunity to show how storylines can be done right. Because if you never played a D&D game, spoiler warnings, you kind of get a flushed out backstory for your character, so you understand what drives you, what motivates you. You're on a quest for this or that, whether it be greed or intelligence or vengeance, or all of this stuff is already discussed and determined before you even roll a dice to go on your journey.
Right.
And you now understand what motivates this person throughout the storyline of the game, all the way up to becoming dungeon master. If you overthrow the dungeon master, or what obstacles are put in place before you can even get to the dungeon master, and how you roll the dice and evolve or turn around and abandon your quest, because all those things play a factor in the storytelling. The live adaptation of this, if you guys haven't done those things, it'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So no, it's absolutely 100%. Yeah, that's what, like you said, that fleshed out backstory, just it goes to show what that motivation
Makes
is,
a
as to
difference.
why you make the choices that you make. Because if you have a backstory where you're trying to find the person who killed your parents, when you get into a situation where you're getting information about that will bring you to that person, then yeah, you may be a little bit more unhinged. You may be a little less rational, because that vengeance, that vengeance, that rage takes over your body or takes over your mind. So you may do something that may be a little bit more uncharacteristic for somebody else who is just purely driven by greed or purely driven by virtue and wants to just do things for the sake of doing good things. So it's all, it depends on who you are as a character and who you're portraying as a character when you're playing the game. So it's interesting. So I'm imagining that we're going to get a lot of different personalities in these different characters that we have.
We need to.
Yeah. Shout out to, we got Chris Prime, we got Justice Smith, Michelle Rodriguez back in another film. I'm hoping that Michelle Rodriguez doesn't get killed, because she does have a habit of getting killed in a lot of films that she's in.
Can y'all please stop killing Michelle? Can y'all just stop? That's just horrible, man. There's no reason for her to die out. Oh, wait, I guess I can't spoil that either. Like, meh, meh, meh. Go watch Avatar. This is how we're doing it now. I can't. Why are you here if you don't watch stuff? You gotta watch stuff. Get these references.
Gotta watch stuff.
Stop killing her off.
Yeah, we need her because she's great. She's wonderful, and I love her. But all right, so let's check out this trailer for.
Whoa, hey, dude, hey, stalker much? No, I'm just joking. Go ahead. I was stalker too. Go ahead.
Michelle, give me a call. No.
Perfect.
But let's take a look at the trailer for Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Let's go.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves.
Like it already. It's relatable.
You're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
Ew, what is that, mud?
Seems like it?
Oh, okay.
Truth be told, we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing.
That happens in this line of work.
Evil the world has ever known. But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that?
Is that
Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best.
You need
Then give us a fighting chance. We're gonna need strength. You got this, right?
I know you don't.
She's the barbarian.
We also need courage, magic,
He's getting a lot of work.
and you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Welcome to the show.
It's an owl bear.
Owl bear.
An owl bear.
Be warned.
I love those transitions.
I'm glad he's on our side.
This one's dangerous. But whatever happens,
Okay.
The Latin is cute.
we'll be ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
you make plans that fail.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
The bard gives the inspiration. The bard inspires the team. That's what he's there for.
Yeah. I think they're going to need him to do something.
Well, the bard has skills as well, other than just inspiring. The bard can be very useful in the fight.
I feel Guardian of the Galaxy vibes.
Yeah.
Because you have a ragtag team trying to get an objective done, which is not a bad thing. This is a great thing. I'm not saying this is a Guardian in the Galaxy in fantasy world, but it's great to see that this team has a nice gel unit. They're not just coming together. They clearly been thieves for a while. They understand each other. There's a family dynamic. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Is that a speedster? Are we seeing speedsters?
I don't know. Either a speedster or somebody that has time manipulation. One of the two.
Yeah, I don't have a complete understanding what the story is, because they just say we stole something, and they may have done this purposely.
Right.
Yeah, they may have done it purposely to keep you guessing. With the owl bear, yes to the owl bear, 100% yes to the owl bear. Not the fact that it's just a transformation. The fact that you took two things that you would never thought would come together and created your own thing, and shout out to you for that, because it looks amazing. Right. CGI was not skipped on that, and I feel like I want an owl bear now, Spider.
I mean, if you can find one and you can find somewhere to put it, then Good luck to
a
you.
plushie, a plushie. No,
Gotcha. I got you.
just don't want a real owlbear.
Okay.
I mean, unless he transforms.
I misunderstood.
I can transform her.
But no, this looks really interesting. It looks really cool. I'm appreciating the action in it. I'm liking the little comedic timing that they have in it. Seeing Chris Pine as a bard will probably be hilarious because it's going to be his entire team is in this fight and he's just going to be in the background playing a lute and singing. And Chris Pine can actually sing. If you were not aware, in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, he played the original Universe A's Peter Parker, and because that Peter Parker was that Spider-Man was such a celebrity, he had his own Christmas album, and the songs that were on that Christmas album, Chris Pine actually sung those songs. So he does have a bit of singing talent to him, so we'll see a little bit more of that.
The guy's not just a heartthrob; he's a talent. There you go.
Right.
You know, there are other things going on. He's not shallow, and it's nice that he was able to bring that to his roles. I think this is something to watch. This is definitely something to watch. I think you're going to have a lot of great, talented people coming with their A game to make this something. It's not the path that we've been on, and I welcome it. I am open to the idea of new paths and new stories being told, and it looks like this is going to be something different. I want a plushie.
I
and can
almost guarantee that once this movie is released that there's going to be merchandise and owlbear plushies.
If they don't, then they're missing an opportunity because
they are missing out on the merchandise opportunity with that.
Who doesn't want an owlbear plushie now? This guy looks familiar to me though. The one that looks like marble with the green. He reminds me of a villain of a different universe. So I want to bring him up.
Does he remind you? Was that Eric Bana in Star Trek with the? I'm trying to remember because it wasn't. They weren't Vulcans, but they were like a different race of alien that were like kind of kin to Vulcans in a way. But I know he had the same kind of look, bald head, kind of pointed ears, and he was most of the time kind of in green. If that's who you're mentioning,
I don't know. I'm going to say yes for the sake of this conversation. but I'm getting Mortal Kombat villain vibes. I don't know.
Okay. If it's Mortal Kombat, I mean, it does look very Mortal Kombat-esque, kind of going underground with lava pits and kind of the scale of things. Definitely no dragon in Mortal Kombat.
Like Outworld before it became. If that's the case, then it looks horrible as Outworld. But no.
Well, no, it's definitely not the same as Outworld.
Okay.
But no, like you say, I appreciate it because we have the things that we're used to. We have the superhero movies that we're used to and the stories that we're used to. But this is something that's different. It's a different property. It's a different storyline. It's a different, adventure type story. We still get our action. We still get our comedy, but it's in a different way. They're introducing new elements. You have these new weapons, new characters, new abilities. The owlbear for one. It didn't seem like she transformed from a horse to an owlbear and then back into a person riding another horse. It just
stole the show.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting, and I'm hoping that this isn't the situation where we're getting all of the best pieces.
Clearly, they're recruiting her because she doesn't want whatever's going on. I'm here for it. When does this drop?
This is in 2023. Not an official release date, but we know the year is 2023.
Why would y'all do this? Don't do this. Don't do this. Give us content that we can have. Not we have to wait for. We've done enough. We're patiently waiting.
Yep, patiently waiting. But it definitely seems interesting.
Well, if you guys are gonna watch Dungeons and Dragons with the silent D that we don't reference anymore, leave like
March 2023.
put the comments section
so
and
early
let us
2023
know.
at least.
So long. It's such a long time away. Who okayed this? Who okayed to drop trailers this early? Next time, just drop the trailer 2 weeks. That's
2
all
weeks
you
before
get.
the movie comes out, like they did with Thor:
2
Love and
weeks for
Thunder.
the movie. Oh. I take back what I said. I take it back.
Oh, yeah, it looks interesting. So let us know what you think about Dungeons and Dragons. Do you plan on seeing it? Is it something that you are excited about? Is it something that you had
That
no
guy
knowledge
is
about?
not okay.
No,
that guy is heavily burned. He is not okay.
He is not okay. But let us know what you think. If you leave a comment below, let us know if you have any intentions on seeing this movie when it comes out March 2023. But if you like the video, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell so you can be notified when we have a new video that is released. And if you want to join in the conversation, you can find us on social media. On Twitter, just search for AT Superpod. Oh, yeah, I like this. It looks fun. It looks like it'll be a good story. It looks like there's a lot going on. But yeah, what I was saying is I'm hoping that they don't put this in the situation where they put all the best moments in the trailer. So I hope there's
How
more
dare
to
you,
it than
sir?
I'm
How
just saying.
dare you?
I am just
How
saying.
dare you say this? I assure you, that's probably what you're seeing. But whoever cut the trailer knew what they were doing.
Right.
They cut a good trailer.
But we'll see we'll see what happens. March 2023. We'll check out Dungeons and Dragons with the silent the.
Don't even mention
Don't even mention it. Well, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all in the next episode.